Hi, welcome to this week's Torah. In this week's Parsha, we read about the emotional coming together of Yaakov and Esav. Yaakov had been away for 20 years. He'd been estranged from his brother. His brother was angry with him for having stolen his firstborn right and his blessings. And now Yaakov's making his way back from Haran, and Esav is making his way towards Yaakov with 400 men. Yaakov fears for his life, and finally when they meet up, we read, Esav sees Yaakov and Yaakov sees Esav, and they run towards each other. They embrace and they hug and they cry. And it's very interesting to look at this specific image. I think particularly when we take into consideration what's going on nowadays with COVID. Many people speak about what's going to happen when things, please God, hopefully go back to normal. This week, coming up, we're starting on a vaccine program. Hopefully, Mirz Hashem, this vaccine program should be successful and should allow us to return back to some sense of normality. And you ask people, what do they miss? What do you really want? And the sentiment that's being given over again and again by so many people is, I just want to hug my family. I just want to come together with my loved ones and share time with them, share the same space with them, and physically be able to comfort each other. And this is what's happening in this week's Sedra. Yaakov's been away for 20 years. He has not seen his family. Yes, he is married, he's had children, but he's not seen his parents, he's not heard from them, he's not seen his brother, and he's worried about this encounter. And when he sees his brother for the first time, the emotion that wells up inside him is so strong. Esav himself is also surprised by this emotion. And even though normally Esav is not an emotional person and would not be positively disposed towards Yaakov Avinu, the fact that he's now seen him for the first time in over 20 years creates an emotion in Esav as well, and Esav goes and he hugs Yaakov. And I think, looking forward, learning the lesson from this parsha, even when you have two brothers that have been estranged from each other, the fact that they come together and the fact they can now comfort each other physically and see each other is something that we, as we finish off this year 2020, a year that has been difficult and trying for so many people, is one of those pictures we need to keep in mind and one of the things we pine for and we long for. Looking forward to so many things when things go back to normal. But the most important thing we need to look forward to is giving and sharing love with those people that matter most, from whom we've been kept so far away. Whether it's children who've not been able to see their parents in nursing homes, and even if they've seen them via FaceTime, or they've seen them through a window, or they've seen them in a garden, but they've not really been able to embrace them. Parents and children sometimes, or grandchildren if they can't be in the same bubble. All that is what we have to look forward to. And the vision and the visage of Yaakov and Esav, even the two brothers that were fighting, should keep us going, should be in the forefront of our mind and say to ourselves, soon that's going to be us. That is what I need, that is what I crave, and that is what I look forward to. More than going back to sports or being able to sit in a theater or everything else. Those are also great things we'll be able to go back to. But look forward to sharing the love with others. That is the special thing that will happen, please God, when we get to the end and when we get back to some normalcy from this coronavirus. Wishing you all a very good Shabbos.